Good evening, I'm Laura Lee.
And I'm Dan Wolf. Thanks for joining us. Today marks 24 years since the 9/11 terror attacks, a day that changed our nation forever.
We remember the more than 3,000 lives lost and honor the incredible bravery of our first responders, including one who worked in the aftermath and carries those memories with him.
Northern News Now's Ellis Schuberl sat down with the former president of the Minnesota State Fire Chiefs Association, someone who worked closely with Duluth Fire and was in New York City on 9/11.
Thousands of first responders worked together in the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks. Among them, a retired Minnesota fire chief who was at Ground Zero, looking through the debris of the Twin Towers. John Cunningham was 21 years old, sitting in class when he heard that a plane hit the World Trade Center.
And at that point, I remember just running.
Cunningham was a volunteer firefighter in his hometown of Greenwich, Connecticut. After hearing the news, he rushed to his dorm room and grabbed his service radio.
And actually listened live as the first tower came crashing down. And that just pure sense of helplessness that I had.
Cunningham went with his team to New York City for standby on 9/11. A few days later, he and a friend went back into the city to help the rescue efforts on the still burning Ground Zero.
We worked around the clock. I honestly can't even tell you how long the first shift was. Time just kind of froze.
He worked alongside first responders from all over the country to find people under the rubble.
It didn't matter what patch you wore, what department you came from, that we all just figuratively, but quite literally rolled up our sleeves and jumped in to do whatever we could.
He said he built an unbreakable bond with the first responders that day, and it is a stark reminder of why we must never forget.
I think it's on all of us to reflect on the sacrifices that were made that day.
Cunningham now works as the Assistant Commissioner of Emergency Services for the Minnesota Department of Public Safety to continue to serve the public and his fellow first responders. In studio, Ellis Schuberl, Northern News Now.